My life just imploded, and I have no idea how to get it back. I'm writing this because I feel completely lost and alone, and I don't know who else to turn to. For the last 15 years, my life was built around my husband, Josh. We had a great marriage, not a fairy tale, but it was solid. He's a banker, and for the past decade and a half, I've been a housewife. We lived in a beautiful home, drove nice cars, and I never had to worry about a thing financially. It was a comfortable, stable life that I took completely for granted. About 7 years ago, things in the bedroom started to get a little routine. It felt less like passion and more like a chore. Around that same time, Josh started working on a big project at the bank, and his colleague Greg was a frequent topic of conversation. Josh would talk about how smart Greg was, how he was a real go-getter. Then, I met Greg at one of the bank's company picnics. He was charming and paid me the kind of attention I hadn't felt in years. What started as innocent flirting quickly turned into something more. The sexual chemistry was explosive, unlike anything I'd ever experienced with Josh. It was exhilarating and reckless, and I convinced myself that it was just a physical thing and that it wasn't hurting anyone. It was a secret world I lived in, a temporary escape from the monotony of my everyday life. I know how stupid this sounds now, but for 7 years, I was living this double life. I had no idea how much I was risking. The illusion shattered last week when I made the most careless mistake of my life. I left my phone unlocked on the kitchen counter while I went to take a quick shower. When I came back, Josh was standing there, holding my phone, his face a mask of shock and a pain so deep it made me feel physically ill. He'd seen everything: the text messages, the explicit photos, the years of betrayal laid out in a matter of minutes. The confrontation was brutal. There was no screaming, no yelling, just a quiet, devastating finality in his voice. He asked me to pack my things and leave. Within a few days, I was served with divorce papers. I'd completely forgotten about a prenup we signed before we got married, and because of my infidelity, I've lost everything. The house, the savings, my entire lifestyle, it's all gone. Now I'm staying on my friend's couch, and my world feels like it's been ripped apart. The affair with Greg is over. He said he couldn't deal with the drama, and honestly, I don't care. The excitement that I was so addicted to for so long now feels like a hollow, pathetic excuse for ruining my life. I've had so much time to think, and all I can focus on is Josh. He was my rock, my partner, the man who gave me everything. I miss him so much it hurts. I miss our routine, our quiet nights on the couch, just being a family. I threw all of that away for a shallow fling. I know I broke his heart in the worst possible way, but I have to believe there's a way to fix this, to get him back. I don't care that I've lost the money or the house. I'd give anything to have my husband and my life back. What can I possibly do to even begin to repair this? Is there any hope at all? To the helpful people of Reddit, thanks for nothing. I'm back, and surprise, surprise, your amazing advice did absolutely nothing. I came here a while ago, spilling my guts about how I cheated on my husband, Josh, and lost everything. I asked for help on how to win him back, and what I got was a bunch of lectures, judgment, and a few people telling me to move on. Well, thanks for the life-changing wisdom. I'm still alone, living in a tiny apartment, and my life is officially a dumpster fire. You all told me to give him space, to respect his decision, and to work on myself. So I did. I stayed away, gave him all the space in the world, and what did it get me? A quick look at his Instagram and a punch to the gut. It's been 2 months, and Josh has already moved on. Not only that, but he's dating a 20-year-old barista he met at some trendy coffee shop. She's stunning, half my age, and probably has a fraction of my life experience. There are photos of them laughing, hiking, and looking disgustingly happy. He looks at her the way he used to look at me, and it's killing me. And my amazing new life? It consists of a lot of cheap ramen and staring at the same four walls. The prenup left me with nothing, so I'm finally having to face reality and get a job. I haven't worked in 15 years, so my resume is a joke. I've been applying for anything and everything. Receptionist, cashier, you name it. But no one seems interested in hiring a 45-year-old with a massive employment gap and zero skills outside of managing a household. My savings are almost gone, and I'm terrified of what's going to happen when the rent is due again. So, yeah, your advice was a real winner. I'm still a complete mess, only now I'm a mess who's broke and watching her ex-husband live his best life with a girl who's still in college. I don't know why I expected anything different from a bunch of strangers on the internet, but I'm just so lost and angry. My life is over, and I have no idea how to start a new one.